One of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for Orlando, the 2 and the 3, it's Fournier and Harris. Jason Smith is out there with Gordon, and it's Payton in at the point guard position. Left side, Harris. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his... eighth assist here tonight.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Well, you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
All right, a chance to check out numbers for Payton, how he performed last season. Averaged about 9 points a game last year, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Yep, without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem.
Vucevic, he's checked in for Orlando. Fry comes in for Gordon.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, for that matter.
The Magic trail by 16. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Vucevic, a screen on Westbrook. Payton passes to Vucevic. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Here's Roberson. 10 points for him. Outside Westbrook. They get it again. Cantor. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
Vucevic, a screen on Westbrook. Payton drives in. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
For Orlando, they have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far. The Thunder leading by 13. And Roberson kicks to Ibaka. And yes, sir, that one drops. Ibaka's got 9 points.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Fournier dishes to Payton. Pass to Fournier. Good ball movement here by the Magic. No good from Fry.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it, and that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
Payton outside. Passes it to Vucevic. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Ooh, I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last trip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him.
How about that guy's a big-time answer? He says, you think you can score on me? Prepare for posterization.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. outside Westbrook. At the top of the key, Durant. That three off the mark.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And that one's good. Fournier's got 12. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, landing in back of Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Tries again, and Durant lays it in. Durant's got 6 here in this quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Ibaka against Vucevic. Feeds to Frye. Here's Fournier. And Roberson pulls it down.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence. Some fantastic numbers here for Enes Kanter. He's got 10 rebounds, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Dion Waiters checked in for the Thunder.
And the Magic struggled last season, still waiting on one of their young stars to just take that next step.
The shot's good from Fournier.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Oklahoma City leading by 16. Over to the left wing. Westbrook against Payton, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. Toward the end of the year, the Magic saw leaps from Oladipo and from Elfrid Payton.
Yeah, I like those 2 young guys, Kevin, but it's hard to compete in the NBA without a top 20 scorer.
And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double for him.
Payton passes to Vucevic. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here we go with Waiters running it up the court. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Greg, for Westbrook, as you were talking about him, the triple-double stretch included 4 in a row. He had 6 triple-doubles, Clark, in 8 games. He was sensational.
Yeah, it really was, Kevin. And what's even more amazing was that he was very close to a triple-double, even on the nights he didn't get one. Man, he's a guy who showed you what it means to carry a team.
Westbrook against Payton. And Frye has it in the corner. Shot clock at 6. There's the dish to Payton. Westbrook with the steal. Lays it in off the breakaway. Westbrook's got 8 points in the quarter. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Thunder.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long. Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Payton kicks to Fournier. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Harris misses.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
That's tipped, and that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. And the Thunder with some changes. Steven Adams comes in for Enes Kanter, and McGarry subbed in for Serge Ibaka. And that one's good.
They're spraying them home from mid-range today, guys.
Finding the gaps in the defense and really just slicing and dicing them right now.
Now, here's Watson. Tight defense on him. Now the pass to Hazanya. Screen by Smith. Clock at 6. The feed now to Watson. The shot from 20 feet away. Connects. The jumper drops. Watson's got his third bucket of the night. Here's Oklahoma City. They're on a 15-6 run. Westbrook up top. He's covered by Watson. Adams' shot is good.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Shot clock at 6. Up top, Oladipo. He has fouls, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Thunder making a switch here. Augustine's checked in. Oklahoma City dictating the flow. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Rebound by Smith.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Now, here's Watson, guarded by Augustine. Oladipo outside. Just 5 to shoot. Count the bucket.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Now here is Augustine. Defense right on him. He kicks it to McGarry. And stolen by Gordon. To the paint. Here's Oladipo. The Thunder pull it in.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Here's Augustine. Here's McGarry. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. McGarry's got 7 points in the game.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Watson kicks to Oladipo. Screen by Smith. Oladipo goes in. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And Victor Oladipo, after a solid rookie campaign, really took it up a notch last season, even after missing Clark the first 9 games with that facial fracture.
I love this kid's gravitas. I mean, he's got a presence about him. His percentages improved across the board, field goal, 3-point free throws. But I like his work ethic and his confidence.
Augustine from outside. Rebound by Smith.
There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the three as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
I like that. They obviously put the right guy on him.
And Hazanya gets it to go.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Raiders against Oladipo. Shots good by Waiters. Waiters got 4 points this quarter.
That's a nice drive there, Kevin. He beat the lone defender and was wide open under the hoop.
Watson kicks to Oladipo. Gordon with the screen for Oladipo. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And for Victor Oladipo, guys, last season you saw him continue to make strides in this game. He has the build to be one of the best guards in the league, and he's on the right track right now. Very excited for his future.
As you said about Oladipo, he has a bright future in this league after playing at Indiana. Indiana already stepping into the leader role with the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, and what I like most about his game and the way he plays is that he contributes really in every facet. I'll use a baseball term. He's a 5'2". I mean, he really does a little bit of everything well, and he can make a big impact even when his shot isn't falling, be it on the glass with his passing or his defense.
Watson for three. There's the bucket. Good. Watson's got 9.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Waiters against Oladipo. And Waiters kicks to Durant. Tries from 16. Again, Durant missing. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Dishes it to Oladipo. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Durant's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. And he gets it to go.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Now here is Augustine. Here's Durant. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got 3 assists now in this one. Got a piece of it. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Thunder lead by 18. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. The Thunder leading by 18. So for Oklahoma City right now.
Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? Man, oh man.
Does he ever.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Cantor. Left side Westbrook. From the arc. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Fry's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And here's Oladipo. Screen by Smith. Oladipo with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Watson for 3. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 3rd rebound tonight. It's Durant on the wing. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point.
Last season, he became the 2nd youngest player to get to 15,000 points.
Now Watson. Smith with a screen on Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Watson, the pass to Hazanya. Durant with the steal. And it's denied. There's Hazanya. He's covered by Westbrook. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Durant's running. Down low. Here's Oladipo. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk. It's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
Here's Ibaka. They get it back and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Looking at the game for Ibaka, 9 points and 2 blocks. Excellent defensive presence on the glass and delivering some of that shot blocking skill too.
He has really just owned the paint. Well-rounded performance.
For Durant getting to 15,000 points, the only player, Clark, to do it quicker was LeBron James.
Yeah, and it's even more impressive when you realize that Durant did spend 1 year in college, Kevin. You take a year off his age, and he and LeBron got to that point plateau in virtually the same amount of time.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
And they double up Payton. And so here is Oklahoma City. The Thunder leading by 22.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
Payton with the ball. Kicks it to Fournier.
You know, talking about Ibaka, last season was good for his growth. I mean, he got a taste of what it's like to be the first or second scoring option rather than an afterthought. Now it's up to him to take. That experience and convert it into improvement. Well, it seems like this is something we've said quite a bit the last few years, but now we really feel like we're in a golden age for point guards. So many point guards on so many teams are the leaders and best players on their teams. You can name a dozen all-star level point guards in the league right now.
And Cantor wide open. He shoots. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Orlando's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Westbrook against Payton. Pass to Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. To illustrate just how strong the point guard position is right now, Greg, in the NBA, just take a look at the... point guards who did not make the All-Star team a season ago. Wow.
You know, in both conferences, it's almost as if we're in the midst of a point guard renaissance for the NBA. I mean, MVP Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, CP3 out west, John Wall, Kyrie Irving in the East. Boy, I could go on and on with the great players at that position.
Offensive rebound. That misses off the backboard.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Picked by Vucevic. Harris a screen on Westbrook. Durant with the steal. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Durant. 26 points for Russell Westbrook.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Harris misses. The Thunder leading by 22. And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 15 points here in the second half.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
It's stolen by Ibaka. And now Durant running the floor, galloping all by himself.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
They set the pick, and they double up Payton. Out to the wing, and here's Fry for 3. The Magic again can't hit. Here's Oklahoma City. They're on a 14-6 run. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Magic have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Payton outside.
And guys, you look over the history of the Defensive Player of the Year award, and it usually goes to big men. Big men get the blocks and clog up the paint, but before last season, the last 10 Defensive Player of the Year awards went to bigs.
And stolen by Payton. Fournier for three. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got 6 rebounds now in the game. He dishes it to Ibaka. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. 12 points for Serge Ibaka. Last year we saw Kawhi Leonard win the Defensive Player of the Year award. Draymond Green was runner-up, and although he was a power forward, I thought, Clark, he was defending on the perimeter quite a bit.
Yeah, he was. And, you know, it's only the 8th time out of 33 Defensive Player of the Year awards that's not been given to a big guy. So, well earned by Kawhi Leonard, and Draymond Green very easily could have won the award, too.
To the inside, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Westbrook with the steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now. That one goes. Count it. 34 points for Kevin Durant.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Peyton dishes to Vucevic, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
No doubt about it, he has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
The drive by Cantor goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
The Orlando Magic didn't make the playoffs last year for the 3rd consecutive season, Greg. They knew it wasn't a realistic goal for them.
Yeah, and last season wasn't really about making the postseason, Kevin, for this group. It's soon that will have to be the goal, as patience will wear thin within that fan base.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Here's Watson. To the paint. And the dunk by Smith.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Oklahoma City dictating the flow.
Well, it's been a while for the Magic in regards to the postseason. Another year of missing postseason play. This latest playoff drought comes after they made 6 straight trips to the playoffs from 2007 to 2012.
And here's the fast break. Watson leading the way. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. TJ Augustine picks one up.
Check out the game for Watson. He has 9 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
He really has, Clark. Always with his head up, looking to make the pass, trying to find the open man.
First free throw is good.
And overall, this Orlando franchise has been pretty consistent in making the playoffs. They've had 14 playoff trips since the inception of the franchise back in 1989. Given how hard it can be for expansion teams, you have to say that's a solid mark.
They set the pick. Augustine from outside. Rebound by Smith. For Orlando, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. Shoots the 3. That drops.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
And there's the foul. It's on C.J. Watson. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the Executive of the Year award is an odd one. I mean, given yearly to the executive that was deemed to have had the best year with their roster, that is perhaps the hardest thing to evaluate.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Enes Kanter's checked in for Steven Adams. Ibaka comes in for Mitch McGary. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Kyle Singler. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Augustine. Durant, that's good. And for the Executive of the Year award, it's hard to evaluate because for GMs, Clark, it takes years of moves to reach a certain point.
Yeah, it's an annual award, but it's awarded for years of decisions, if that makes any sense. One big signing or trade isn't quite enough to win the award. Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
Westbrook kicks to Ibaka, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
And for all the flash and dash in Oklahoma City, over the past few years. Serge Ibaka silently goes about his business. While all eyes are on the megastars, Durant and Westbrook, Ibaka lurks around like a jaguar. I mean, finding opportunities to exploit any weakness in the opposition.
For the Magic, Vucevic, he's checked in for Smith. Tobias Harris comes in for Aaron Gordon, and Fournier subbed in for Oladipo. Now, here's Watson. He's covered by Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Picked by Vucevic. Watson, the pass to Vucevic. Shot is no good. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Talking about Ibaka, he does so many things that help his team. The little things that always make a difference, even with his superb free throw shooting. Up to a remarkable, Clark, 84% last year.
Yeah, but, you know, Ibaka had an injury of his own. As much as people talked about Durant's injury, the knee soreness Ibaka had cost him 18 games last year, so that was tough for him.
Oklahoma City has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Outside for Durant. Unloads from 13. And Ibaka slams it in.
And the second chance becomes a dunk we could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
Vucevic a screen on Westbrook. Now, here's Watson. He's covered by Westbrook. Pass to Hazanya. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, got to love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Thunder.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And in a two-game season series, you love taking charge of game one. That's obvious, and exactly what they're doing here tonight against the Magic.
And one of the league's truly special talents making his mark. Once again, another great performance for Durant. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Oklahoma City moving it around. The shot's good from Cantor.
And really no better feeling than to go on the road and play this well and get the win.
Yeah, it's always a good win when you play the kind of game they have played tonight. I mean, especially, though, when you get it done on the road. That's a special, special feeling there.
The kick out to Westbrook. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win.
Hi, Kevin. Well, much will be made of the scoring that you...